And welcome back, everyone, to another video. This is a bit of a different video, one that I've never really done before. But in a way I have, but also I haven't. I want to talk about some of my special interests, and this video in particular, typewriters. As many of you all know who watch my videos and know me from all this time, and if you know me personally, you know I have autism, and one of the things common with all of us is a special interest. And typewriters are one of my many special interests. Out of all of them, typewriters, Doctor Who, Harry Potter, and the very first time I owned a typewriter was one that I bought. I got it for free at a yard sale. One of our neighbors at the time was having a yard sale, and she gave it to me for free because I just automatically took a liking to it. It was a 1970 Smith Corona Galaxy 12 typewriter, and I loved it so much. I played with it all the time. I wrote little short stories, and it's kind of what really got me into the habit of writing. And since the 8th grade, I've been writing stuff. Again, I even published a poetry book. I'm also in the process of publishing a novelette, a murder mystery novelette, and yes, even a typewriter's on the cover. And after a while, I owned quite a few typewriters. I believe at one point I had about 20 typewriters. And that was all between the years of 2013 and 2015. I had a collection of about 20 typewriters from different years. The oldest typewriter I owned was a mid-1900s Remington desktop typewriter. I cannot remember the model number, but it was the oldest one I had. I got it from a local flea market for $15 because the man didn't know what it was worth, and he said, "What do you give me for it?" $15. You can take it. The thing's worth $150, man. Not my fault. You didn't know what you were selling. And over time, I moved so many times to different places, and typewriters got lost. They got forgotten. Unfortunately, it broke my heart. And then there were times where I needed a little extra money, so I had to sell them occasionally because they go for good money. And I haven't owned a typewriter since 2018 when I went to an antique store and I bought a 1950s Remington Quiet Deluxe typewriter. I sold it about 6 months later because I needed the money to help my doggy. So since 2018, I haven't owned a typewriter. Recently, I bought another one. A 1954 Smith Corona Clipper typewriter. Portable. I got this from an online classifieds website for $90. Not too bad a deal, actually, considering how much a Clipper typewriter is worth. Hello. I'm very awkward in this video, but I don't care. And it's just the thing about typewriters, the smell of the ink ribbon, the feel of the machine, and the keys and the sounds that they make. Yes, I love these things. And again, this being a Clipper from the early 50s, it doesn't have the paper holder that they typically have. This one has ones here that you slide across the platen to hold the paper in place. And if you're wondering what I just typed, I typed a sentence that you need to know in order to test every letter key of the typewriter. And that's the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. It includes every single letter of the alphabet. And then after that, you do a second line where you go over the numbers. And this is from a point in time where they still were not really including very common a one key. 1 keys by this point still were not automatically put on typewriters, and you had to use a lowercase I in place of the 1. I mean, these ones here don't even have a exclamation point button. You had to use that, and then you would go down, backspace, and put a period, and then you have your exclamation point. But Smith Corona, very good typewriter company. They made a lot of great machines from the late 1880s up until the 1980s. And then they started making word processors, electronic modern day typewriters. But the word processor is still technically a typewriter, it's just more technologically advanced. But Smith Corona is a great typewriter brand that I enjoy, that I really like. I've had Smith Coronas, I've had Royals, I've had Remingtons, I've had Underwoods. And those are really my favorite brands. They're three of the best brands of typewriter companies. They're also my personal favorites because they made some of the greatest and well-built machines. Royal typewriters were built to last. They were built like tanks. Underwoods were built and were known for their high quality building. Smith Coronas were built to be used a lot and were built to last. This thing again is from 1954, and still in such great condition for its age. Very little rust. The keys don't stick. All it needed was the ribbon to be replaced, which I did. I ordered online and got me a brand new, freshly coated black ink ribbon. Because I don't like the red and black spool ribbons. I just like the classic pure black ink ribbon. Even though these machines do have the option for the black ink, red ink, and the whiteout or correction color. And this is just a video I want to make to show off my new typewriter and to tell you that typewriter collecting is one thing that I have a history with, and it's one of my special interests. I love them so much. People think I'm odd because I'm 28 years old and I love these things so much, and I've been collecting them since I was 14. And yes, when I'm done recording, I'm going to play with this a lot more because I love it. And you're going to be seeing it used in certain videos too, because they make for great props for videos as well, when you know how to use them and take care of them properly, and I do very much. So I want to thank you all for watching me have a complete dopamine-filled time with making this video, and for being completely awkward and nuts off the walls. And I'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.